चैप्टर 6 पार्ट बी ਇਹਦੇ ਹਸਬੰਡ ਰੁਪਿੰਦਰ ਹਸਬੰਡ ਵਾਈਫ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਆ ਤੇ ਪਤਨੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਵੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਦੱਸੋ ਵੀ ਵਿਆਹ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਵੀ ਜਿਹੜੇ ਹਸਬੰਡ ਵਾਈਫ ਆ ਉਹ ਆਪਸ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਿਉਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਤੇ ਹਸਬੰਡ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਭਗਵਾਨ ਨੇ ਪਿਆਰ ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਕਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਪਰ ਉਹ ਦੂਜਿਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਤੇ ਕੁਐਸਚਨ ਨੰਬਰ 29 the notice requirement for termination of a commercial fixed term lease is not required. It's number 4, not required because the lease automatically expires at the end of the term. If both parties agree, it becomes periodic tenancy. So it's number 4. And then we go to question number 39. A commercial lease for a fixed term. Number 1, automatically terminate upon expiration of the term specified in the lease. That's true. Maybe for any specified length of time, maybe for 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 10 year. Third, must contain a description of commencement. Commencement means when it begins, and duration of its term, and how long it's going to be. That's true. So number 4 is the answer. All of these above statements are true. And then we go to the question number 3rd. In a situation where a residential tenant, highly residential tenant under a fixed term tenancy abandons the premises, abandon means give up the premises prior to the end of the term, so before the term expires, the obligation imposed on the landlord try to re-rent the premises as quickly as possible is referred to as. So what do we call that? So whenever a basement becomes empty, so we want to re-rent right away. Why? So we just place stickies on gurdwaras, on stores, right? Why do we do that? To reduce our damages, to mitigate the damages. Mitigate means reduce. This is number 1. And then go to number 9. And number 9 is just about the same question. So just highlight the last line, Residential Tenancy Act. Same question. So the answer is number 3rd. Attempt to re-rent the premises and mitigate its damages. So answer is 3rd. And then we go to the question number 4. Which of the following is not required in a notice of the end of tenancy agreement by a tenant under the Residential Tenancy Act? So number 1, written notice signed by the tenant. So that's true, you need that. Number 2, address of the property, you need that too. So that which property you want to give a notice. Occupation of the party, no, you don't need to know that what the tenant do. So number 3rd is the answer, occupation. Number 4, date of the tenancy agreement end. When do you want to end the tenancy? That's also true. So number 3rd is the answer. And then we go from 4 to 18. So we go to 18, it's the same kind of question. Which of the following is not required provision in a lease? So what do you don't need in a lease? Number 1, amount and method of payment. That's true, you need it. Commencement and when the lease is gonna begin, that's also you need it. And the term, you need it. Signatures, you need it. Previous address of the lessee, that you don't need it. So number 4 is the answer. And then we go to the question number 6. The main difference between a lease and a license. So lease basically means exclusive occupation. Lease are governed, the licenses are governed by ordinary law of contract. So highlight the word ordinary law of contract. And confer no estate in land. So if you have a license, you have no estate in land, you don't have exclusive occupation of the property. Whereas leases conveys an estate in land. So estate in land basically means you have exclusive possession. When you lease a property, you can do the improvement, you can make changes. But once you have a license, you can only utilize for a certain period of time. And so basically somebody leasing a taxi, and he has to do every work. He has to have the light on the taxi, meter, everything. But then that guy gives his taxi to drive to somebody for 1 day, once a week on Sunday, to a taxi driver. And that guy just pay him $100. And that guy has a license, not a lease. So in a lease you have exclusive possession, but license is like an ordinary law of contract. So this is number 1. And From there we go to the question number 8. There are two ways to surrender a lease under a commercial tenancy. One is by an act of the parties and other is by operation of law. So by act of parties mean, so you can, both party can agree, both landlord and a tenant can agree and sign it and they can walk away. By operation of law means, so you don't pay the rent, so the landlord can seize and sell your stuff to recover his rent by operation of law. So the court can enforce you to get out. So it's number 1. And that's it for this part.